So, hey, have you ever been in a situation that just looked too crazy for you to handle? You know what I'm talking about, right? Something happens at work and things start to spiral out of control, and somebody's trying to get your job or trying to make you look bad or trying to move ahead of you on the ladder, right? And you're just like, what is going on? Or maybe your relationship with your husband or wife is it's falling apart. Things are happening and you're not sure exactly how to handle this relationship anymore. Or maybe one of your kids have become addicted and they're addicted to opioids or alcohol or some other drug of choice, right? And you've tried everything that you know how to try and you just don't know what to do anymore. Or there's something in the community or our country, you start to get worried and you see things are spiraling and you start to lose hope and you don't know how to handle it. And it's a giant, right? It's this giant problem. In the Old Testament, David is just a teenager and he's coming up to give his brothers who are in the army some food. And he hears this guy yelling down on the plain. And he's cursing God and he's cursing the Israelites. And he's saying, send somebody down here and I'll cut off his head. And, you can't beat me. My name's Goliath. Right? And Goliath is this massive 9-foot giant. And he's huge and he's dangerous. And David says, how come nobody's fighting him? And they're like, you're kooks, man. Look at this guy. We can't fight this guy. He'll kill us. So David goes to King Saul and says, hey, I'll go fight him. And Saul's like, I think you're kooks. You're just a kid. And David's like, no, man, I'm telling you, I can do this. And Saul tries to give him armor. And David's like, no, I don't need this stuff. I can't work with that. I'm not used to it. I'm just going to take these 3 rocks and this sling. And so David runs down to the plain and Goliath sees him. He says, what is this? You're sending me a kid? I'm going to chew him up and I'm going to spit him out. And he starts cursing God and he starts cursing the Israelites again. And David says this, hey man, I got something to tell you. You come at me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come at you with the living God, the power of the living God. And there's nothing you can do that's going to keep me from killing you and chopping off your head. What is that, right? And Goliath starts to make his move and David just and hits him right square in the forehead, puts him down, chops his head off. And everything breaks loose after that, right? And you see, here's the thing. When things are at their worst, when there's this giant, this Goliath that raises up in our lives, we have a God who is a living God. He is not some God who's hidden in the closet. He's hiding away. He doesn't hear our prayers. He's constantly with us. He has told us he will walk with us through the fire. He will go through the deep waters with us. He will not leave us abandoned. He will not leave us orphaned. He is a God who is active and working. And when we put all of our hope and trust in him, he goes through everything right with us. Let our hope be in the giant killer, God. May God continue to pour out his grace, mercy, and blessings on each and every one of us until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.